Hidden traps in the nursing assessment form and your right to long-term care benefits. In this multi-part series, I have been covering the kinds of questions that are asked in a nursing assessment form. Now, this form is required to be filled out by most carriers as a precondition to them evaluating whether or not you have problems with your activities of daily living, whether or not those problems are so severe that you qualify for your benefits. The carrier is going to send in a nurse to do the assessment, and they're not always on your side. They don't always ask the right questions, and you may not be the right person to answer these questions. One of the questions that they will ask is your ability or your loved one's ability to drive. Why is that important? Well, we all love to drive. We don't want to give up our independence, so driving is important to us. It's a way to be independent. But driving requires certain skills, visual skills, coordination skills, the ability to sit, the ability to pedal between the accelerator and the brake, and it requires concentration and coordination. The carrier is going to be asking questions about how frequently you drive, how far you drive, whether or not you need any assistance in driving. There's nothing wrong with driving unless you're driving like from Tampa to Orlando every day. That's going to be an issue. But if you're going to the doctor's office, if you're going to the pharmacy, if you're going to visit a relative, that's not really a big deal. But you should be discussing the problems that you have with driving. So how long you can drive, how far you can drive, whether you have to take stops or make stops on wherever it is you're going, whether or not you have particular problems with mobility, getting in and out of the car, using your arms to steer, turning your head side to side to look over your shoulder if you're not using your rear view camera, because again, the carrier is trying to draw conclusions about whether you have problems with transferring, getting in and out of the vehicle, whether or not there are any safety issues that need to be addressed, and whether you need assistance with driving to facilitate the activities of daily living. So be truthful. Nobody's going to take away your driver's license, but they're interested in understanding that. Now remember, they're also going to be determining the nature of your medical condition, how severe it is, and whether it would be severe enough to impair these types of activities. And again, if you're driving from Tampa to Orlando and you're asking for assistance in care, that might be a problem. So think about that. If your claim is being slow walked, it's been denied, or benefits have been terminated, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation. I can help you get those long-term care benefits regardless of who the carrier might be, regardless of the nature of your disabling condition, and regardless of where you live in the United States. 727-894-3188.